That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was good, man.
Yeah?
Just kicked it with the immediate fam, my mom, my brother.
Sister come up too?
My sister. No, not my sister from Florida. My sister on my mom's side.
Okay.
Then the nieces and nephews.
There you go.
Good to see them, man.
Yeah?
Getting big as hell.
Yeah.
My nephew, man, he big as fuck.
How big's the oldest one? Or how old's the oldest one?
He's 13. He just became a teenager. And
yeah, that's getting up there, bro.
I think he definitely weighs more than me.
For real?
Like, I don't weigh that much.
Like,
I'm only 175.
Big.
But he's
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, boy, you getting big, man.
You play any sports?
I mean, no, he's a gamer now. You know how kids nowadays.
Yeah. I was on that early.
I'm just like, man, we got to get you on the field, man.
Yeah.
Trying to have you a defensive tackle. I mean, you big as shit. I mean, you got the genes, genetics is there. You know what I'm saying?
Runs in the family.
I mean, yeah, my sister she was a good athlete. My mom was a bomb athlete, so it's only right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's the best athlete though in the family?
The immediate family?
Yeah. Come on, man. Put it out there. They're watching. Put it out there.
I mean, they would say I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would say.
Would you say that you were? Would you say
my immediate family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not.
Because you said that there was maybe some competition or something.
No, I mean it's not even close. I mean when we were younger, my brother was the best athlete, and then my cousins were. I was just second, third fiddle behind them. Mm-hmm. Then as we got into high school, it just
started to take the lead a little bit.
Yeah, shit got scary. Like the shit you see in the movies. That's very scary.
It's funny, bro. Whenever I hear people talk about coming from athletic families, I just sit there man, I cannot relate at all. None of my siblings were athletes at all.
Really?
So my second brother Jake, he's he played water polo in high school, but
that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's but he didn't go to college for it or anything.
Right.
I mean, I don't even think there's not a whole lot of college teams,
that's
but
still tough though, bro.
Yeah, it's a tough sport. But he was the only one that really played any high school athletics.
Yeah.
Everyone else just didn't do anything. Yeah. So whenever I hear people talking about athletic families, I'm like, shit, man. I'm gonna try to change that for my kids.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, it
wasn't true for me.
For my immediate family, my mom's kids, yeah, I'm the best athlete. But
yeah,
as far as the overall whole family, nah.
For real? You got some athletes in there?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
I got an older cousin. He played wide receiver at GV. Shout out to Twan. He went to Ottawa, then went to GV. My cousin.
GV's nice too, right? They're always undefeated or something crazy. Yeah.
You got a couple of natties. Say about 15 years ago.
That's crazy.
Cousin Ryan was a crazy hooper. Crazy hooper, but he got some trouble and there's a wrap for that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I think I had an uncle that played college ball at some D3 school or something like that. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's as far as athletes go. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were more focused on food and singing and shit. I got a musical family.
You said singing?
Yeah. Everybody in my family's musical for
bro,
sure.
I bet your ass be singing when you clean up and shit, huh?
Bro, hell yeah. Singing in the shower. Bro, I was thinking about it. So
you a old Saturday morning cleaning that
singing and shit. Singing some hymns. Bro, it's funny because normally for Thanksgiving I link up with the whole family.
Yeah.
And there's probably 100 people there. We always go to we always go to this church that most of my family goes to in Lansing. Mm-hmm. So this year was obviously different because the church wasn't, and we obviously weren't trying to do all that.
Right.
So, but it just got me thinking normally when we hang out for family events we're singing hymns and we're all clapping and shit. It's fun. But I think so all that non-athletic genes that we got, just channel that into music
somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what we got.
That's always good, man. Getting together with the family and just singing and shit. We sing and stuff, but we be off the liquor and then we get to singing old R&B songs.
Yeah, we're singing hymns out the hymnal, bro.
Right.
It's different. It's different.
We singing old Mary J and Tony.
Hey, those are hymns too, bro. If you sing them right, come on now.
Yeah, bro.
That's funny. No, I was listening. Funny enough, I was listening to some Mary this week.
Mary J?
Yeah, man.
Mary J, bro.
Apple Music got all those essential playlists. Man. So I just be looking up artists and just
ages
shuffle.
Well.
Yeah.
She won't always be able to, you can always be able to play her music because somebody's forever going through something.
Yeah.
So.
Anytime you're going through something, Mary J got the way.
Yep.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was anybody into anything besides athletics in your family?
Like
more than a couple people? Or was it just all athletics?
I mean, all athletics. We got a couple entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? My uncle owns his own clothing store here in GR.
Okay. What's it called?
It is called.
Uh-oh.
I'm having a brain fart right now. He just changed the name actually.
Oh, okay.
Let me look it up. My cousin Ashley, she owns her own. What do the girls do with the facial stuff and all that? What's that called?
Like a skincare salon, maybe, or something like that?
It's called the Kyrie Collection.
Okay.
She got that, and she just got it up and running, and it's
doing well.
Yeah, it's doing really well. Like,
that's what's up, man. Shout out to her. Is it around here too? Shout out to her.
Yeah, it's around here. She runs it online right now just because of
Yeah.
COVID and all that stuff. But yeah, it's taking off. Like, she's got like what was I gonna say? She got like sending it like overseas and shit like that now too.
Wow.
Like just from like working from home and shit. So like she's doing
her,
that,
man.
and that's good, man. I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
But
big shout out.
Having a fucking brain fart.
Yeah. Where's it at? The store?
Oh, it's here in Grand Rapids. Do you got any while I look for this?
Let me think. So, yeah, like music was the biggest thing. Like singing, especially. Like everyone was in the choir. Like my dad was always leading the choir and all that. I want to
call
say
it The Experience. Goodness gracious, I was going to say Experience of Grand Rapids, but it's called The Experience.
The Experience. Okay.
Yes, The
all
Experience. Right. Yes.
Where's it at?
It's on Division and like 36th area.
Oh, that's not even that far.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Yep, he got that going. So,
okay.
That's been going for a couple years. My bad, Unc. I had a brain fart. You know how I be with the memory and shit. My bad.
Man, shout out to him. Everyone go check that out.
Shout out to him. Check out The Experience.
Yep.
But
I think I have a couple people. So like most of my big family lives in Lansing. Mm-hmm. They all grew up in Flint, but somehow they all migrated.
Right.
And so a lot of them work for Michigan State.
Oh, okay.
So like I would say education,
mm-hmm.
like music and education. Those are like the two big things that my family's into.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I got family members that, just went to college just for a general education, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just got, basic jobs and like accounting and,
mm-hmm.
Teachers, all that. But I was trying to think of like
big stuff
the
that
big
people
stuff.
are into. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't just, that's big too. I mean, you go to college and get a job. That's
an accomplishment. Yeah. Yeah, no, I just mean like there's a lot of people that like family politicians, like everyone in the family's in politics mm-hmm. or whatever. It's always interesting to. It always seems like every family's got like one thing that everyone's interested in. Yeah. Not necessarily like they do it as a job, but they're all interested in it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just all over the place.
Yeah.
We all over the place. That's
good
I like
too,
about my family, though. Everybody got their own little branching off and stuff.
Yeah.
But
that's what's up. Yeah. Man, what happened while we were gone, man? I think the first thing that happened this weekend. Did you watch the Mike Tyson fight?
Man, I did not.
You didn't?
I saw the highlights and everything.
I'm surprised you didn't watch it, bro.
Nah, I
just weren't interested.
I wasn't, bro. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. Like I'm like, man, it's gonna be these two old ass dudes. I think Mike gonna kill him. And you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't watch it, man.
Okay. Have you ever watched Tyson fight before?
What?
Okay.
That's one thing my family is big into, boxing. We would hold an event for a Floyd or a Tyson fight.
But not this one?
We didn't. I mean, it really...
I know it's not like... Yeah. It's not as much of a spectacle.
And we didn't hold an event because obviously COVID. But
right.
Yeah, no, man, I didn't watch it, man.
Man. So for me, I've never seen him fight before. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think I've ever watched... Like, I'm sure people have uploaded full fights.
Right.
I don't think I've ever watched that. I've watched highlights for sure. But the reason I was excited about it was because, like, more than likely this will be the only time I'll ever be able to see Mike Tyson fight, and mm-hmm. Roy Jones, who's also like a legend in his own right. So it, like, for me, it just kind of seemed like I had to watch it, just because I'd never seen him before.
What'd you think about it?
So I think that, like, a lot of people were complaining that it was like boring or like unentertaining because they're just out of shape.
Yeah.
Or obviously. I mean, they're 50 years old, so they're in shape for being 50 for sure.
Right.
But for me, it was like I don't know what people expected. Like these guys are both 50.
Right.
They've been out of the game for a while. Like I knew that it was going to be slower and no one was really going to get knocked out for real. So for me, it was entertaining because it was, I think, I heard Max Kellerman talking about it, and he was saying that it was the best version of what the fight could have been. Yeah. And that's kind of how I felt. Was like watching it, I was like, yeah, that's probably the best way that could have gone.
Yeah, I see. I think if people would have came into that fight like with your mindset,
yeah,
then they would have been good. You know what I'm saying? But like they were thinking you're gonna get the prime.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from.
And prime Tyson. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah,
come on, be realistic.
Yeah,
they're 50, 55. Like, nah, bro.
That's like my parents out there boxing. Like, shit, I'd be surprised if they could even make it to the end of 8 rounds, man. Come on, like it's crazy. And then I saw people like complaining about how like Roy Jones got gassed pretty quickly. It's like, first of all, like, put some gloves on and try to spar with somebody for like 2 minutes.
Get your ass off your couch and go for a mile run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like boxing is like a different level of energy because you get your adrenaline going, your heartbeat, because you're obviously in a fight. Like, it's not just running around. Like, it's different. It's different. So yeah, I mean, for me, I was entertained. I was like loving every second of it. Yeah. And I thought it was cool. Obviously, it would have been different if there was a crowd, but because there wasn't a crowd, all you could see was like a black shadow behind them. So I felt so locked in watching it.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like celebrities or whatever like distracting my view. You know
I think
it was cool.
If there was a crowd, it probably would have made the experience a lot better.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you know the crowd with the oohs and ahs and chanting and all that, I think it would have made the fight a little bit better. But based off the highlights I saw, I mean, it was definitely what I expected. You know what I mean? 2 old heads, like your 2 uncles at a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take this outside and let's see if you still got it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminded me of and gave me that feeling. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and it was cool. Like there was a couple glimpses I felt like I got. Yeah. Like a couple good body shots, good jabs. It was like, yeah, like I'm not sure what people expected, but at least for me personally, I was entertained.
And I heard it was a draw.
Yeah, it was a draw.
But I heard Tyson won though.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what everyone's saying.
I think they only made it a draw just because, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's an exhibition. So first of all, it doesn't even matter who wins. Like, It's not going to go in the books. And for me, like, I'm definitely not a boxing expert. I'm a casual. But I would have said that Tyson won. But I wasn't necessarily like mad because to me it was like it doesn't matter who wins or loses. All the money's going to charity. It don't even matter. Like, so no, it was fun to watch though. But the bummer was that like the fight before it was so exciting.
The undercard,
dog, like
yo, that shit was crazy.
So for those that don't know, before the Mike Tyson fight, Jake Paul, who's a YouTuber, if you don't know who he is, like, I don't know, he's one of those guys that just like gets fueled off people not liking him, pretty much. So like all his videos are in some way trying to make you not like the guy, and he's just not very likable to begin with. So a lot of people don't like him. And then Nate Robinson, that's who Jake Paul fought.
A professional retired basketball player. I'm sorry, retired professional basketball player.
Yep, and an insane athlete, like one of the most gifted athletes that the NBA's ever had. So going in, there was 2 things. I think one, everyone thought that Nate was going to win, or at least wanted him to win.
There you go. Yeah,
everyone wanted him to win.
Yeah,
and then for 2, I would say like either they wanted Nate to lose or Nate to win, or just wanted Jake Paul to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like I just wanted Jake Paul to lose. I didn't necessarily care who, like, you know.
He's that type of person you just don't like.
Yeah, he's just not likable for me. Yeah. But this man, Nate Robinson, got knocked out in the second round, in the first minute of the second round.
And what people fail to realize that Jake, he has, not a long history of boxing, but he has more experience boxing than Nate Robinson. Yeah. I think Nate Robinson only had like 3 weeks to prepare. And really? Jake Paul had like...
Well, I think the fight's been booked for like 3 months.
Yeah, maybe 3 months. They said 3 months.
But still, like 3 months isn't enough.
3 months to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul actually looked like,
he looked like he knew what he was doing. Yeah,
he looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. And, which makes sense because I think his first like celebrity boxing match was over 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
So if he's even been training like once a week, like that's 2 years of decent training. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I heard based on the highlights, Nate Robinson kept dropping his arm, like dropping his hands and shit. I'm like, man. Yeah. Then he just went viral. Bro. His ass knocked out, bro. That shit was
got
crazy.
Slept, dog. Like, so the weird thing about it is, so far at least, every like celebrity match has either just been ended because the ref is like, all right, this is done, or it's like a decision. So there hasn't been like some crazy KO, you know? So when it was happening, I was just like, this isn't really happening. Like, this isn't real. And then it like I think he got dropped 3 times before he actually got flatlined. And every time I was just like my jaw was dropping, and I was just like, "There's no way that this is fucking happening. This isn't real."
Yeah, bro. That was embarrassing. And they said, man, he kept saying this for the culture, and they said, man, you embarrassed our whole culture, man. Like
I saw a tweet that was like, on behalf of the Black Association, we would like to trade Nate Robinson for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, bro, for real. That's a great trade right there for me.
I was like, no. Let me keep my boy. I need him. We only got a few over here.
Yeah. You're right, but damn, man, he let us down, man. He definitely let us down.
Man, for the whole like basketball culture and like the real athletes, man, he had to win that one. But it just goes to show you that
just because you're a great athlete in one sport doesn't mean it will transition to another sport.
Right.
Like just because you're a great athlete, a great hooper with superior talents,
doesn't mean you can throw as strong.
You can't like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Know how to box, bro. It's two different type of sports.
Or even like I think I heard a lot of people talking about like Nate's from the hood, Nate's and whatever.
Man.
But there's a big difference between street fighting and boxing.
Exactly.
Like, it's not the same game.
Because street fighting, that's only gonna last about max 20, 30 seconds.
I was gonna say
not even
less than a minute for sure.
Easily.
Yeah.
And
it's different because like you could almost see it at least while I was watching it. Because for those, if you've never watched like a street fight, whatever, you grew up in a weird place. But if you never watched like two people just like boxing at school or in the parking lot, like what happens is they just rush each other, right? And then the hands go crazy.
Yep.
And that's what Nate was doing. Like he was running with his head down and just like throwing. And it's like that might work in the parking lot, but that shit don't work in the boxing.
Bro, that shit ain't gonna fly. Like Nate thought shit was sweet, and then he went to sleep. Like
bars.
Bro, I'm
man,
like,
it's crazy.
Man,
it was disheartening too. And then like the one thing I caught myself because like Jake Paul after the fight was like real humble about it and being a nice dude, and I was like, there's no way this man's about to make me start liking him and supporting him. There's no way.
That surprised the shit out of me too, bro.
Yeah, did you watch like the post fight interview?
Yeah. I watched the highlights, and then they had his post match interview. I was like, I expected him to be like, I told your bitch ass I was gonna knock your bitch ass out.
That's what I expected.
They was talking heli cash leading up to the fight, especially Nate Robinson, bro. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so to see him humble like that, I was like if you're gonna be like this, I'll support you, bro. But like, I'm gonna be shocked if all of a sudden I'm cool with Jake Paul.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, it like, unfortunately, I wish obviously that it went the other way. But it was so entertaining to watch. Man. It was so entertaining to watch, even though my guy got knocked out.
Yeah, man, that was bad, man. That was real bad.
Yeah.
What's that one rapper name from Detroit?
T Grizzly?
No, he made that song about Big Gretch. With the bus.
Oh yeah, is that Pac-Man?
No, I thought it was G Cash or G.
Okay, something like that. I could look it up.
Yeah, look that up.
It's probably on YouTube.
He made a song, bro. Oh my god.
About Nate?
About Nate Robinson, bro.
No.
This shit is funny, bro.
Big GM or GMAC Cash.
GMAC Cash, bro.
Okay.
It's bro. You gotta
I'll listen to it's Ass Beat. That's what it's called.
Yeah, bro. It's funny as hell.
Oh no.
It's funny as hell, bro.
I'll listen to it. That's funny as hell.
Oh my goodness.
You got your ass beat. I bet you that's exactly how it
it's
goes.
The funniest shit, bro.
That's funny as fuck.
Yep, GM Cash called ass beat. Oh my goodness, bro.
I'll watch it.
If y'all haven't listened to that song, go listen to it. If y'all want to laugh, go listen to it.
That's funny as hell.
Man.
It's always I remember when what was that song? It was like fuck Steph Curry. You ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Like when the Warriors started winning their titles.
And then they put it behind like Brown was dancing, and then they put that song in the background when LeBron and them beat the Warriors. Yeah, but like they made it seem like LeBron was dancing to that song.
Yeah.
But he really wasn't. But that made
funny.
it more funny though.
That's funny. Yeah, every now and then someone like makes a funny ass song about some sports moment, and that shit always gets me dead every time.
Yeah.
Man, so you had something that you want to talk about. Was there like a particular event that caused this, or?
Man, so when I'm at work, man, I'll be doing a lot of people watching.
Yeah.
And
I know you like to people watch.
I just be chilling, bro. I go, in the break room. I go to a table, sit by my damn self, and hopefully nobody talks to me because I don't want to. I mean, everybody's cool at work, but I just like to on my break. I want to have me time and be on my phone and see what's up. Mm-hmm. I just look up. I just see like this guy just be always flirting with this girl and never getting nowhere, and I'm just like
never getting nowhere.
I'm like, bro, you are in the friend zone Bad. So that made me think, I'm like, man, the friend zone is a hell of a place to be, bro.
It's a crazy place.
It is a hell of a place.
Especially when you don't know that you're in it. You know? Is that how that seems with that particular person? You think he knows?
Yeah, he just keep trying and not going nowhere. So my outlook on friend zone, man, especially, I've been single forever.
Yeah.
And my thought process on a friend zone has changed from being, younger to older now. Back then, when you get in the friend zone, you're like, okay, she bad, I want her, but she just want to be friends. In your mind, you always think there's like a little glimmer of hope that something will change.
Right.
And you just keep hanging on to that forever and ever. But in her head, she just think you're a good guy, and you're going to just be that good guy friend, and she's going to keep you on the back burner while she sift through all these other dudes that she might be attracted to or want to get to know or whatever.
Yeah.
If that shit don't work out, she knows she got a good guy friend to fall back on.
Yeah.
And so
that's exactly how it goes.
I'm not saying that's for every girl.
Yeah.
But I always think that's how it goes. And when it comes to being in a friend zone, I think the girl is always in the position of power.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Whoever's friend zoning the other person is
because
in the
a
power,
guy,
right?
he gonna be like, shit, let's go right now. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they're gonna be more cautious, at least up front.
Yeah.
But for me, I was that way, you know what I'm saying? I always thought there was a glimmer of hope, back when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But now, or even recently or years ago, I get put in a friend zone. I'm cool, whatever, that's cool. But I'm not about to be sitting there waiting on your ass. I'm about to go ahead and do my thing, whether you're around or not. Yeah. And then I get put in a friend zone a lot, which is cool. I like having friends that are girls. Yeah. I get put in a friend zone a lot. But then when they see me doing my thing, they be like, "Oh, you out here just flirting around, being a social butterfly?" I be like, "Of course I am. I'm single. What you want me to do?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. If you don't like it, change it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey. So that's
funny. Yeah. So my thing's kind of the same. So being the fat funny guy in high school. Yeah. I'm naturally.
I can definitely see that. Yeah. I can definitely see that.
So, but I will say, being in the friend zone did teach me how to communicate with girls. You know what I'm saying? Because before, at least when you're a kid, you think, oh, you just date girls. You don't hang out with them or whatever. They're not your friends. But over time, because the only way I'm talking to girls is if they're trying to be my friend or whatever. And I was on the same boat too. I wasn't out here trying to date all of them. They're just you're funny and whatever. So, but I learned okay, they be chatting shit just like me and the boys do. It's the same type of thing. Yeah. So I learned how to communicate with women and whatever. And so now that I've lost weight and I am who I am,
swag up, got a little sauce.
My confidence is higher because I'm I know I've been in this situation. I know what they like, what they don't like, whatever it is. So, no, I think it's actually valuable. There's a negative connotation to being friend zoned, it's a bad thing, but I think it's a pretty valuable lesson. Everyone, guys and girls, need to have it happen because you learn, for one, you learn your own value. You're not going to wait around for somebody. And then for two, you learn how to communicate with the other party because you're a friend and they're going to talk to you like a friend. Exactly. And so you're going to take the pressure away of oh, I'm only being nice to you because I'm trying to sleep with you or whatever. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. There's pros and cons to being in the friend zone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I remember, it's probably 5 years ago, I was trying to get on this girl. Bad, you know what I'm saying? It's real bad. I'm like, man, I gotta have her ass, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't have my shit together all the way. But, I was still cool, you know what I'm saying? I was friends with everybody. Yeah. She wasn't feeling it. Fast forward 4 years later, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing all right for myself. And she was like, how you doing? See you doing your thing out here. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to enjoy life, blase, keep it GQ. Yeah. And
keep it GQ.
Shit's changed. She didn't want me in the friend zone anymore. And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I should get her ass back. I should get her ass back. But I'm like, nah, that's petty. I ain't gonna do that shit. Let's just go ahead and kick it and have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the same thing happened for me. Once I posted that before and after of the weight loss, the girls who were putting me in the friend zone back in high school started hitting me. And for one, my ego loved it, right? Oh, bro, my ego was sitting there oh, sure. Man, I'm cute now. They love me now. But then like I started thinking about it. I was like, man, I'm the same person. Like if you're not gonna love me when I'm looking like that, then you're not gonna give me like this. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. That's kind of how, you know what I'm saying, I felt, you know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, you had more circumstances to overcome than I had. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that friend zone is a motherfucker, bro.
It's crazy. But like, I will say, once you figure out like what you said about I'm not going to wait around for you or I'm going to keep it moving. Yeah. That's important too, because you got to like realize that, I mean, you only got so much capacity for people, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously, like, the friend zone thing is kind of a younger thing. But, like, as you get older, like, you got to realize that, you know, how much you're giving. If you're not getting that back, then it's not worth it. Or if you're giving it for a purpose, like, I want to be with you, but you just want to be friends. And it's, like, not necessarily that you're giving too much, but it's, like, you want different things. Right. So you shouldn't really be putting the effort in there.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? And now that I've, you know, gotten older, It's easier for me to become friends with attractive girls. Like, I love being friends with, you know what I'm saying, attractive girls. I like having, you know what I'm saying, being friends with girls, like having around, like hanging out with them. You know what I'm saying? It's just
ladies man.
I wouldn't say a ladies man, because if I was a ladies man, I would be able to get any girl I want. But that's definitely not the case.
Ladies friend then.
Yeah, I'm a ladies friend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just, well, I mean, when you've been singles for as long as I have, you ain't really got no choice.
Hey, no. So here's what I think.
That's not saying it's a bad thing.
Though. No. Because I'm kind of the same way. Like, I think the reason why that is because girls are so used to guys that just want to like hook up with them. Yeah. So when a dude comes around who's like just funny and like chilling and just wants to have a good time, they like cling on to it. Yeah. You know, because I experienced the same thing.
That's definitely it. You hit it right on the nose. That's
exactly because they're so used to like, oh, I'm only nice to you because I'm trying to sleep with you, or even like I'm a dick to you because I'm trying to sleep to you.
Yep. That sums up me perfect. Like, that's it right there.
Yeah, and then with that comes like, then you get to know how to treat women and talk to women. What do they like? What do they not like? And then when it's time for you to actually like want to pursue a girl, like then you know the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's honestly like good advice for anybody, like girl or guy. Treat whatever you're into. If you just treat them like regular people, they're gonna like cling on to you. Yeah. Because we're so used to always like trying to get with one another and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Treat them as a person first, for sure.
Yeah. You know, and plus, that's how you build a good relationship anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
If all you're trying to do is sleep with someone, that's not a good relationship.
You know, and then you being like a good person, you know, girls talk.
True. You know, they might have the cousin from
or a cousin or something.
She might have the cousin from LA that's
you want. You know what I'm saying?
And LA 10 is a Grand Rapids 49. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Grand Rapids 49.
Man, I ain't even gonna start on that. We're gonna say that for another day, because I got a whole lot to say about that.
Bro, it's funny. My brother lives in LA, and he'll be like, man, I'll be out there. I'm like a 6 out of 10 in LA, but I come home and I'm like a 10 out here. And I was like, hey, come back to GR, bro.
You gonna kill it.
It's real though.
Man, that's facts.
It's real. Different cities got different standards, man.
Man, for sure, bro. But like a lot of guys can't be just friends with girls. You know what I'm saying? And I see it all the time. And you know what I'm saying? I got a best friend, you know what I'm saying? That's a woman, you know what I'm saying? Megan, shout out to her. Been best friends with her for like 15 years. Yeah. And strictly just friends, you know what I'm saying? Like brother, sister type shit. But like on the outside looking in, people see a good looking girl. Yeah. Me, they be like, oh, them two definitely hooking up. Man, you know how many times I done heard people say like, I know y'all hooking up, or y'all should hook up, this is and that. Y'all should. I'm like, damn, can we just be friends? Like, we don't want to hook up. We don't want to be in a relationship. We just want to be strictly friends and talk shit about y'all. That's what we do. Strictly, you know what I'm saying? And having her as my best friend, you know, ain't
a lot
too
of alley-oops.
She
throw you them lobs.
She be putting her brother on when she can, though. I ain't gonna hold you up. You know what I'm saying? So
that's just a result of just, it's rare.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's very rare.
It's rare for a girl and a guy to just be cool and best friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And like, because I hear or see a lot of guys and girls say, yeah, we're just best friends. I'm like, I don't believe that. And I come to find out they hooked up. Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all lying. Yeah. Y'all lying. Like, when I say I'm best friends with her, like, I mean I'm best friends with her. Like, never hooked up. I put my hand on the Bible, you know what I'm saying? But like them, I'd be like, nah, y'all ain't really best friends.
Yeah, it's just rare. I mean, I'm sure we'll get there, you know, as time goes on. Like,
Yeah.
we'll get to the point where guys and girls can just be friends.
Yeah.
But I think part of it, too, is, like, how people are raised. Like, most of the time you're raised that, like, if you have a girl over, your parents are going to be like, y'all can't be alone or
That's
whatever.
true.
And so you get conditioned to think that, like, when you're alone with a girl, you got to act a certain way.
Man.
You know? I've thought about this a
You
lot.
hitting hard.
Yeah,
You hitting hard right now.
Yeah, I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah, you
So,
took it deep. There you. Hey,
yeah.
that's facts though.
Because what you're doing is training your kid that, like, okay,
That's
I can't
facts.
hang out with a girl alone. Why is that? And then by the time that they get alone with a girl, they're like, okay, so this is, I'm alone with a girl. That means I got to put my hand here and she's got to, you know, but you shouldn't train them like that. You should train them that you can just hang out with a girl and play games or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey,
Boy, you dropped it.
Father Sam going to be out here parenting like crazy.
Dropping gems out here, bro.
No, that's just something I've thought about a lot, like why it's that way. And that's how it was personally for me, you know.
Yep.
Girls can't come over and hang out alone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought about like how that probably trained me to think, you know.
That's
and so
facts.
but I've like worked on untraining that or whatever.
That's
you know?
it. You hit that right on the nose.
Yeah.
I think I tried to break that mold. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how and why I am the way I am today.
Yeah.
So.
Were you allowed to hang out with girls at the house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I would like have to sneak them over. You know what I'm saying? If my mom was like out of town or hanging out with the family on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then like I said, like junior, senior year, my mom started like being more relaxed. She was like, okay, I know my son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He a little eccentric and you know social butterfly. So you know,
Gotta let him fly.
gotta let spread his wings a little bit. But like I still was respectful. I wouldn't like
Two shorties a
busting
night.
a girl
or
down while my mom upstairs. Like, no, I wasn't doing that. Like,
That's crazy.
nah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll wait till she leave. Nah, but
Bro, I wasn't allowed to have girls or like a female over, just me and her chilling until I was like 19. Until out of high school, freshman in college, sophomore.
honestly,
in college.
that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
But then you train them to think that like what we just talked about. It's
Yeah,
like you train
like you
them.
said, it's conditioned.
Yeah. So I feel like from a young age, you got to be like, oh, you want to hang out with this person? And you got to let them.
Yeah.
You got to let them because they got to figure out that like other genders are friends and it's not just like sex or relationships or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll ever get there. I mean, I'm sure like eventually, but I don't know if like in our lifetime we'll get there.
Yeah, I don't.
People are cool just being friends.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
It's easy for me though. I can be friends with damn near anybody as long as you cool, real, and don't be on that bullshit. And
it comes with age too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Once you like get out of high school, college, like you start to realize people are just people. Everybody going through the same thing.
Yep.
So everybody can talk about whatever.
Yeah.
But so question of the week this week, we got, what's the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten? Man, you got an answer? Because I got
a lot of advice I've been given that's been shitty.
Yeah.
But you can lead us off.
Okay. All right. So I think this one just stuck out to me when I read that question. It was so I would say like in high school I started to run around and like get involved in or like try to get involved in like business. Like I started to try to do business stuff or whatever, just a little early, obviously. And because I'm like 15, 16, I have no idea anything about business. Right. I'm just like super like influenced by whatever people are telling me, and I'm just like absorbing everything.
Right.
And one thing was that if someone doesn't have what you want, don't listen to them or don't take their advice. Right? Like if someone doesn't have $1 million, you shouldn't take their financial advice. And at the moment, or in the moment, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like if a teacher who makes like 60 grand is telling me that, you know, I can't be a salesman and make $1 million or whatever, it's like, yeah, why would I listen to them, you know, or whatever. But I just like, as I've gotten older, I've really like pondered that thought and that piece of advice and just like how untrue it is, because it doesn't matter if someone doesn't have something that you want. Like everyone's got a little gem or a lot of gems that they can give you that you can learn from, you know? And so I've really had to like untrain myself to get better at accepting advice. But with that comes like, also on the other hand, is just because someone has what you want doesn't mean you should believe all the advice that they give you. Like so often someone will become successful in the business world, and at least this is how I see it. They'll become successful in business and think that they're a psychologist, right? And start giving you like oh, you're going through this because you're depressed or whatever. It's like,
that's not even your field.
Yeah. So just because that's also like something I've learned that I'll just throw in here is that just because someone is successful in a specific field doesn't mean that they have all the answers to everything, right? Like everyone's path is so unique and so different. And if successful people, I feel like, don't like to admit this, but so much of success is up to luck and just kind of happenstance. Like you can do all the training that you want, but like, sometimes it just, everything lines up. So I've really had to like untrain myself. And one thing I've just learned as a result of it is I'm just critical of all advice that I'm given now. Right. And I just don't take anything without really thinking about it. You know, like when I was in that time when I was a kid, I was just taking whatever these people who had what I wanted told me. Right. And they told me all these things. But so now I've gotten to the point where I'm just critical with advice. And if someone doesn't have what I want, they might be able to give me some advice. Like it doesn't matter if that they're not at that certain level,
Damn.
So that's the worst piece of advice, and it really stuck with me for a long time. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, because you can't just take what somebody gives you and run with it and just assume it's right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very hesitant on any of the information I receive as far as like advice, because you never know what people's intentions are, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
People are like clever, man. Like people can come up with lies fast. People can make things sound real convincing. Like just because someone says it nice doesn't mean it's true. You know what I mean? Like I think a big example of that is like horoscopes or whatever, right? Like like there's no proof behind any of that, but everyone just believes it. And I'm not necessarily mad at that, because those are most of the time really positive things. So if that gives you some joy, then keep doing it. But like that's just an example of one of those things that people just take in without really like thinking critically about.
Or the whole your sign thing. Yeah. Like, oh, I can't match up with this person because I'm a Taurus and he's a
I act this way because I'm a Taurus. It's like, come on, you act this way because you toxic.
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
Like, you just toxic.
You a bad person. That's why you act like that.
You're just a bad person. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like, and it's funny because like, speaking of that, like a lot of the sign shit, some of the shit is the same, but it's like worded differently. So I'm like, yeah, that's me, but at the same time, I could be a freaking Sagittarius. Like, I could be that. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah. Anyways, for the worst piece of advice, man, I don't even know, dog. Like, I've been getting so much like bad advice. Like, I can't even pinpoint one. Like,
man, you gotta be able to think so.
I don't know, man. It'll probably have to be like advice with like girls at a young age, like
so how to behave,
how to behave with them. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to act a certain way to get a girl. You have to be you got to make a certain amount of money. You got to look a certain way. You got to basically put on this bravado or this persona to get a girl. Yeah. And I'm like, if you got to be fake and not be yourself, then is it really worth it? Because if you want to get this person or be around a person a long time, you got to be fake. Like I don't the whole time. Yeah. Like if you can't be yourself around this person, then it's not worth it. Yeah. So I mean, like that was the main thing. Like you got to have a lot of money. You got to drive a certain car. You got to do this and that. And that probably stuck with me for a while, because that really like made me think and like put me in like a down and negative spot, because I'm like, well, I don't got money. Well, I didn't have money. Yeah, I didn't have a nice car, and like I don't have the best clothes, so I can't get these girls. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm fucked up. Yeah. But now like I come to realize that that's bullshit. Yeah. If you just be yourself, you're gonna attract the right people. So that's probably my take on the whole getting the the worst advice thing. Yeah.
I mean, that's real. And part of it kind of speaks to like the way that you look at other people, right? Like if you surround yourself with only successful people, good looking people, then that's the type of person that you're going to attract, right? So, but if you're just a nice person and you hang out with nice people, then you're going to get someone who just wants you because you're cool or funny or whatever it is.
Yeah. And I think like, in high school, basically, high school is just building block.
Yeah.
To to your future.
Right.
I think I surrounded myself around the right people. People that weren't obsessed with money and materialistic people and all that stuff. And that's why I had the most fun. High school and college, because everybody I was around, money and material wasn't a focal point.
Okay.
I had the shittiest car in high school. Yeah. And in college, but people still fuck with me tough. So just because I was a good person and I showed everybody love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it was nice to everybody. So that whole you got to have this and that to get the girl. I'm like, nah, that's just false.
It is false for sure, because there's no absolutes, right? Yeah. But I will be honest that that works for some people, right?
Oh, no doubt. It
there's a lot of girls that are just attracted to money in cars, in the same way that guys are attracted to money in cars.
No doubt.
So it's going to work for you. Yeah. But the problem is you're going to get someone who wants you for your money in cars. Now imagine the day when you don't have the money, the cars don't start. You know what I'm saying? Is that person going to want to stay with you? Yeah. And so it's all about what you're looking for. You know, if you want someone that's going to hold you down during the hard times, then you got to find someone who is not interested in the money in the cars. They just want you for you.
Yeah, exactly, man. And I can't stand materialistic people. I can't stand materialistic people because I feel like they only want to be around you just because you got nice things. And ever since I moved downtown, I've always kept my eye out for.
Oh, you probably run into people like that all the time.
Man. Yeah. And it's I run into them all the time. And then they think we're really friends just because we live in the same place, but we're really not. Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna hold you up. I have met some people that have crazy material, nice looking cars, a lot of money, and are cool as hell. Yeah. Mad cool. I could have been friends with y'all a decade ago. Mm-hmm. My old neighbors, they cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? They got nice cars. They got a nice crib, and you know what I'm saying? Helly cool. You know what I'm saying? So you can't judge a book by its cover until you get to know them. Right. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there's material, you're materialistic, you like to shop or you like nice cars or whatever. Yeah. And then there's braggadocious.
Yes, right? That's exactly it.
If you're in my face about it, that's such an immediate turn off to me, bro. As a person, I'm just I don't like you. Right. Because I just don't surround myself with people like that. Right.
Luckily, I've met the people that, have the material, you know what I'm saying, have nice cars, nice clothes and money, and then that. And they aren't braggadocious like you say, so that's cool. Yeah. So them the people I still rock with today, to this day. That's cool. Know what I'm saying?
And those are the most genuine people. Those are the people that'll help you out if you need whatever. And those are the people that give the best advice because they're good people. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's real, man. That's real because I think a lot of people go through that. It's something that when you're younger, you deal with it a lot. I mean, even I'm only 23. My age group, my age bracket deals with that a ton. Because we're all just getting out of college, so everyone's starting to get their careers going or whatever. Yeah. But nah, man, you just realize how unfruitful it is. If you're posting cars for the likes, it's man, it's I understand that it might give you some joy or you're showing it off because it's a trophy or whatever it means to you. But man, if that's how you're getting your self-worth, man, it's just not fruitful.
It's not.
It's an empty bucket. Facts. Facts. It's an empty bucket. Yeah. Any other ones that came to mind, or was that?
No, that was it, man. I got all that.
That's real. That's a good thing for people to learn. And I think it's you learn with time, Yeah. I remember a couple weeks ago, I shared the fake Rolex story. Yeah. It's it's one of those things, bro. You just got to go through it. You got to buy the expensive stuff or the fake expensive stuff in my case.
You got to experience it.
Yeah, and then you realize how pointless it is. And it's a waste of time.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything before we wrap up, man?
That's it, man. That's it.
Felt good to be back. Sorry for the wait, y'all, but
sorry for the wait.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. December's here. Everybody's in the Christmas mood.
Best month.
Yeah, the best month. Yep. So enjoy the times with your families if you got them around. If not, hopefully, you got some people around you that'll show you some love for the holiday season.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace. Ooh. Yeah.